Hello friends, welcome to TechEg. Today we are going to study about system calls. In last classes we have discussed about types of OS and the other things important about OS. When we talk about the system call provides an interface to the services made available by an operating system. In general, whenever we are commanding something to operating system, it is not like that our operating system will work upon it directly. Operating system takes help of system calls. System call generate them into the machine language, and then machine language is provided to the kernel. Kernel revert back, and then after we respond back to the operating system application interface so that user will get the output. So as I said, system calls provide interface and the caller just uses the API and is provided with the results of the system calls. When we are talking about system call, before this we need to understand about dual mode operations. In dual mode operation, it simply means we are having two modes of operation. One is named as user mode and another is named as kernel mode. In user mode, operating system sets bit equal to 1, and in kernel mode bit is set to 0. Operating system loaded, user application starts in user mode, and whenever some interrupt occurs, some trap occurs, it switches to kernel mode. This is the diagram of dual mode operations. You can check it out. We are having user mode there. In user mode we are having application programs, user programs, system programs which user can interact with, and libraries of those programs. Operating system works in between as an intermediary part, and hardware is there which is to be interacted by the user. User is not allowed to access the hardware directly. User need to call operating system. Operating system allows the commands to run into the kernel mode with the help of system calls. These commands are provided to hardware and hardware starts working. In detail, if we go, it looks like this. You can check it out. The blue area is named as user process. So user process, whenever it is required, user processes are created. Mode width is set equal to 1. Process executes, and after the execution in a result, it calls a system call. System calls allow the system to move into the kernel mode. Kernel mode bit is changed to 0. System call is executed as per the requirement, and then the result is returned back to the user mode by keeping the bit equal to 1. Now we are taking an example of copy. Till time we need more explanations regarding the system calls. So now we are taking an example. Example is copying a file from one folder to another folder, or some text from a file new text 1.txt to new text txt2.txt. For example, I want to copy some data from one file to another file. Right now I am taking one file name as file A, second file as named as file B, destination is file B, and source is file A. If I am going to copy something from one file to another file, I need to have some parameters first of all. Those parameters are from which file I need to copy. Second part, prompt on the screen. Third part, allowed to be input. Fourth part, I need to have the name of the output file where I will copy this. Then I need a prompt screen again. I need to have the permissions to control C, like copy the data from file A to put control V in file B. In case file B doesn't exist or file A doesn't exist, I must be informed by some error message. If all things good, then after the copying, the output file should be created. If I am going to copy multiple content, multiple lines, multiple characters, then it should allow me into the loop. I should be able to do the same until unless things are done. If all the files remain there in the system till the time, things will go good. And this thing is happened by system calls. Now what is system call actually? Now you can check it out. These all things written from acquire, write, accept, acquire, write, accept, open, if, error, create, if file exists, abort, loop, read, write, until, close, write completion message, terminate normally. These all things are system calls. So in case if you are going to access the operating system, you need to pass the system calls for each and everything, whether it is clicking the mouse, whether it is using a keyboard, whether it is using a camera, whether right now I'm speaking to you, so I need to call some system calls as well. So these are the examples of system call. So guys, I think now you are able to understand what is system call. So system call is a type of call which is required to perform any task in the system for any type of work. Another example, library handling of write function. In case if we are calling a write function over there, so in user mode you will write a program. In kernel mode, C library code will be changed, the code will be moved to C library, it will be fetched from there, the definitions will be fetched from C library, and kernel mode will execute the write system call over there and will give the result back to the user mode. In this way we perform system calls. Types of system calls are of many, like whatever are the processes, the operations of operating system, all are related with the system call types. So first type is process control. Second type is file management. Third type is device management. Fourth type is information maintenance. And fifth type is communication. When we talk about the process control, it simply means whenever a running program needs to halt its execution normally or abnormally, it needs to go with system calls. System call will decide that whether it should run or not. So in our scenario, you can check it out, system calls of process control type are having many choices. Likewise, end process, abort process. If you want to end the process, you want to abort the process due to some error, you need to call the system call of process control type. To load the process, to execute the process. To create the process, to terminate the process. To get attributes, to set attributes. Attributes means the time, the process control block ID, the scheduling you are using over there, the priority of that process, these are attributes. So when you have those attributes already there, you can get the information from the process by using some commands. If they are not there, you can apply them. Wait for time, for how much time it will wait, this is also decided by system call. Wait event calling, signal event calling. Signal means after waiting you need to awake the process again. This is named as signal event calling. And then allocate the memory for the process and free up the memory for the process. In file management system calls, you need to have the system calls for create file, delete file, open file, close file, read file, write file, reposition file, again get attributes of that file and set attributes of those files. In device management, you need to have request for the device, release for the device. If resources are available, they will be granted. Otherwise, processes has to wait until they are available. So these things are decided by system calls. To read the devices, to write on the devices, to reposition the devices, get attributes, set attributes, logically attaching them, logically detaching them. These all things are being done by system calls. When we are in information maintenance, all the information tracking is also requires some system calls. To retrieve date, time information about system, number of current users, version number of OS, amount of free memory, these all informations are given by information maintenance system calls. So to get the data and to set the system data also, we need information maintenance system call. In communication also, we need system calls. Communication model is having two types of ways. One, message passing model. Second is shared memory model. In message passing model, we simply pass the message to another process with transfer of information. Messages can be exchanged between the processes either directly or indirectly using mailboxes. In case if you want to send the message directly, you can use IP addresses, you can use system names also to transfer the data. When we talk about the shared memory model, we are having a common memory model over memory available, space available there. All the processes will come, will put their data over there, will pick the data from there, and in this way they will perform. So in communication, to create and delete communication connection, we need communication system call. to send and receive messages, to transfer status information, to attach and detach remote devices also, we need communication system call. So friends, when we talk about the system calls, we are having multiple choices over there. So to perform anything into the system, we need to have system calls. So in summary, if I say system call is the one who decides how the computer will work, how your operating system will work, and which things should be occurred at which time, how to compile them into the machine level language, how to take them from the user, how to pass them to the hardware. So in this way system call works. Thank you guys. Thanks for patience listening.